What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notification bell, and if you want to have me hop on the panel, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. But without further ado, let's get it popping and get into today's video. And today, we got to talk some more about Teofimo Lopez, Triller, and George Kambosos, because Triller has responded to what George Kambosos, the complaint that he made. So let's get into it. Before we do though, live show every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we also do another live show with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. We do that every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be over on his platform this Sunday, so tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Time. Y'all come over to KQKC Boxing Network, subscribe to his channel, and come check out our live show collaboration that we do together. And if I didn't say it before, man, follow me on Twitter, bro. At KOBoxing86TV is the Twitter handle. But back to the video, bro. So just to catch y'all up, if you don't know, George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez, they're supposed to fight October 4th. Triller wanted to move today because Triller didn't know that Monday Night Football existed. Teofimo Lopez agreed to move the date. George Kambosos said, hey, man, y'all been moving me around too much. If you want me to move, y'all need to pay me some extra money. Triller refused. And so George Kambosos filed a request to the IBF asking them to default Triller on that purse bid because of all of the unorganized and just moving around, moving back the date over and over and over again. And so, you know, it is what it is. Now, new claims have come out from both Triller and Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has claimed that he offered to pay George Kambosos out of his purse. And Kambosos said no. He just wants to fight on October the 4th. He's tired of being moved. I don't know how true that is because that's coming from Teofimo Lopez and his side. And we all know that you can rarely trust what comes from them because they've shown that they will be dishonest, for lack of a better word, multiple times. And as I tell people all the time that follow my channel, I make it a habit. Once if you mislead me once, okay. But once you start doing that shit multiple times, once you lie more than once, over and over again, then I find it hard to believe what you say. Now, Triller has responded to George Kambosos, and this is what they're asking the IBF to do. Triller, in an 8-page response, asked the IBF to rule on the Teofimo Lopez-George Kambosos matter by September 30th, which they obviously didn't because the day is October the 2nd. The IBF hasn't issued any ruling on the proposed date change, and Triller is asking them to drop Kambosos from their rankings and refund their $1.2 million deposit. Because remember, we told y'all in our last video on this topic, when you do a purse bid, you have to pay the sanctioning body a portion, I think it's 20%. You got to pay them a portion of that purse bid up front to show that you got the money. You know what I'm saying? And if this shit defaults, then Triller is out of that $1.2 million, and Teofimo Lopez would get 65% of that. George Kambosos would get 35% of that. So Triller doing everything they can not to lose even more money. It says the IBF earlier asked for responses from both fighters. Triller said it has no plans to stage Lopez Kambosos on October 16th or any other date. Triller says it plans to still hold an event on October 16th at Barclays Center. It's looking increasingly likely that this fight isn't happening with Triller and that the rights will revert to Eddie Hearn. And this is what I've been telling y'all, bro. Oh, my bad, man. About to knock my mirror over. This is what I've been telling y'all, bro. Triller don't want this fight no more. Triller don't want this fight no more. So I believe all this moving of the date, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, moving of the date, I believe it's them trying to get either Teofimo Lopez or George Kambosos ticked off enough to where they just pull out of the fight. But I don't think either one of them are gonna do that. I think they just both tired of Triller. Will be my opinion. And it looks like the fight is gonna go to Matchroom, which DAZN obviously is a much more reputable promotional kind of application slash boxing company that they gonna get the fight done, bro. And Eddie Hearn has come out and said if they revert the rights to the fight to him, he's gonna stage it on sometime in November and get it over with. And that's what we need, man. Triller is they're just horrible at what they do. They're just horrible at what they do, and people are starting to try to come out, and mainly Teofimo Lopez fans, they're calling George Kambosos scared. They're saying that he don't want the fight, he don't want the smoke with Teofimo Lopez, and that you know, they're blaming him, which I don't understand why. I don't understand why, because not once in any of these reports, because this fight was supposed to happen way back in June 5th, seems like a year ago at this point. But more than what is it, October the 2nd? October the 2nd, September, August, July, June. So 4 months. 4 months. All of the times that the fight got pushed back, it was never because of George Kambosos, bro. It was never because of him. Not one reporter. You can't show me one reporter. You can't show me one reputable source that said, oh, they had to move the date back because George Kambosos did X, Y, and Z. They had to move the date back because George Kambosos came up with X, Y. Like, it's never been his fault, bro. And at some point, we got to understand this, boxing fans, like, yes, bro, Teofimo Lopez is a huge star in the sport of boxing, in my opinion. Like, to diehard fans. I shouldn't say huge star because casuals don't really know who he is. But to people that watch content like this and people that make content like this, Teofimo Lopez is a huge star. He's the king of the lightweight division. Not the undisputed king, but you got to give that man his respect and say that he's the king. He holds 3 of the 4 major belts, bro. He's a unified lightweight champion, so he deserves that respect. He beat a pound-for-pound fighter in Vasily Lomachenko. He deserves that respect. And he's on my pound-for-pound list somewhere between 5 and 7. When I redo my list at this point, if nothing changes, that's where he would be at this point, bro. But at the same time, we got to call a spade a spade. Let's all keep it real. Let's all tell the truth. This fight has kept getting pushed back because of Triller, their incompetence, their inability to be a reputable player in the sport of boxing, and because of Teofimo Lopez. Triller, when the fight was supposed to be June 5th, they moved it back, bro. They moved it back because they felt like this card, their production, the event that they had going on, couldn't compete with Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, bro. And the sad part is, Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul wasn't even on the same day. It was scheduled for a day after their event. So, because you didn't want to indirectly compete, so basically, I think they overthought it there. They should have just had the fight on June 5th because people that are going to go, they going to go. People that are going to buy it, they going to buy it anyway. And to worry about something that's going on a whole nother day on Sunday, then that's just bad because everybody in boxing will tell you that the main cards, the big cards, they happen on Saturday. Do you think that ESPN or Fox are going to cancel Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury on a Saturday because they got NFL games on Sunday? That shit just don't make sense, bro. So they messed up right there, bro. Nobody does that. It's always something going on the next day, bro. It's always something going on the day of your fight. Shoot, you'll have boxing cards that'll get pushed back or get made early on a Saturday, depending if the college football game is still on. You got to do what you got to do when you're not the most popular sport in their country. So they messed up there. The fight should have been happened June 5th. So they pushed it back to June 19th. So that one right there, the first time it got pushed back, that was on Triller. That was on Triller, right? Then, after that happened, the fight was supposed to happen on June 19th. What happened? Teofimo Lopez came down with COVID. Came down with the coronavirus. Again, not George Kambosos' fault. So they had to push the fight back again. Then what happened? They couldn't agree on a date. Why couldn't they agree on a date? Not because of Kambosos. Why? Because Teofimo Lopez didn't want to go to Australia. And he filed with the IBF, and the IBF ruled in his favor that, hey, we don't want y'all trying to hold the fight where they got to have a 14-day quarantine before they can train or before they can fight. So again, that was Teofimo Lopez and Triller, not George Kambosos. So now here we are, October 4th. Fight's supposed to happen October 4th. George Kambosos is ready. Teofimo Lopez is ready. Then what does Triller do? They don't look at what's going on that night. They don't want to compete with who? Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football been going on here in America for over 50 years, bro. Everybody know in October, every Monday night in October, we got Monday Night Football. Everybody knows that shit. So again, Triller, with their incompetence, not knowing the business, trying to have a fight on a Monday in the first place, they decide that that's what they want to do. And it's costing them a bunch of money to keep moving these dates. It all boils down to them being incompetent, and now they're trying to back their way out of a bad deal. They paid the $6.8 million for the purse bid, and then that was a red flag, in my opinion, when you see that they paid $6.8 million, but then you got companies like DAZN, you got companies like Top Rank that really do this shit, that know what fights are worth, that know what fighters are worth, and know what type of fights will sell what. When they bid like $4 million lower, because DAZN bid two point something million. Shit, Top Rank bid like 1 point something million, right? So that should have told Triller right there, damn, we overpaid for this shit. We could have got this shit for $3 million. So they overbid grossly, bro. The deposit that they had to put down, the $1.2 million that Triller had to put down to get the rights to this fight, is what Top Rank, damn near what Top Rank bid in total. That's how much they overbid. And so now I believe all this movement, I don't even think they want to fight no more. I've been telling y'all, they trying to get out this shit on purpose. And it'll be either DAZN, if Eddie Hearn decides, I'll go ahead and put it on, put an undercard together for it in November, or it might revert all the way back to Top Rank getting this fight, to where both fighters lose out on a ton of money. No fault of their own. I mainly blame Triller for this shit. So all in all, the moral of the story is this: if you gonna come in the game of boxing, number one, don't come in half-stepping. If you Triller, you been garbage. You about to get booted out the sport, bro. No one's gonna take you serious after this shit, right? Number two, you ain't, man, IBF is not gonna rule in Triller's favor, bro. Let's just call it a book. They not gonna strip George Kambosos from their rankings. They see everything that we see. And the IBF usually gets stuff right like this, bro. So George Kambosos will remain the mandatory challenger, and they probably going to default Triller's purse bid, and they going to lose that $1.2 million, which is what I think Triller wants. They already like, man, we'll charge that 1.2 to the game. At least we didn't have to pay the $6.8 million in purses. It is what it is. Sucks for the fighters because they don't get their chance to make their biggest payday of their career, but it's good in a way too, because now they can finally move on, bro. Let's get this fight out the way. We've already wasted a year of one of the young bright stars in boxing in Teofimo Lopez. Damn near a whole year of his career. It's been 11 months since he last fought. And come November, if DAZN gets his fights and stages it in November like they're planning, he'll be out of the ring for a year at that point, bro. So all in all, man, this is bad, bro. This is bad. And I blame Triller 1, Teofimo 2, George Kambosos 3. You can't blame George Kambosos at all because none of the dates got moved because of him. Every date that they set for this fight, he been ready to fight, fam. And you can't get mad at him for standing his ground, bro. You can't get mad at that man for standing his ground. And if the only retort you have to me is that Teofimo Lopez and his team offered $300,000 to Kambosos out of their purse, I need paperwork on him. Well, why do you need paperwork on him, but you don't need paperwork on this? Because he's been dishonest before, bro. And I can't do the whole trusting you when you've been dishonest multiple times. So if he provides paperwork that he offered George Kambosos $300,000 out of his purse to get the fight moved, then my mind can be changed, bro. But until then, I'm blaming Triller 1, Teofimo 2, and then George Kambosos gets no blame because he been ready to fight on every date that was set. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we drop our daily content. Follow me on Twitter, at KOBoxing86TV is the Twitter handle. I appreciate y'all watching the video. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.